All right. So Kundalini yoga is a very potent practice. How do I know this? Well, the last week and a half has been a doozy for me. One, going off of antidepressants, which is never a good trip. So I'll get to that in a second. What else has been going on? I'll just stick with other stuff. But so we're going to work on our caliber today. So caliber, it's like a gun. The bigger the number, the more powerful, the gun is. So probably don't want to go to battle with a 22, trying to take out a tank. It's not going to do too well. We're much like that also. So I've gone on and off of antidepressants for a number of years. This time I prepared for it, doing this practice and some supplementation, and I have a naturopathic doctor I work with. But I can tell you the difference this time was with the navel point, because in the past I've gone off of that stuff and my brain has been screaming. And this time it was doing the same thing, but I wasn't as affected by it. And I wasn't as affected by what was going on in life. Now, that didn't mean I didn't like it, because it was not comfortable. But, our caliber gets raised through, doing this practice. So you will have, when faced with life's challenges, that extra gear, especially if your navel point is strong. So, and it was very interesting because I could actually see it happening. Like my brain would be going, and I would drop down into my navel point. And I was like, all right, whatever, fine. And it didn't throw me off in a way like it had in the past. So there's a lot of validity to actually, if you know people that there's going to be millions of people right now going on mental health medication. It's just what's happening. And the problem is the doctors don't understand what they're doing necessarily and how to get people off of it. They go, I was talking to this one gal, just cut it in half to start off with. And I'm like, oh my God. And she didn't sleep it was crazy. She was like a wreck. I'm like, well, yeah, it was probably a little too quick. Nothing against the doctor. They're not trained in tapering. So yeah, we work on the caliber, and I didn't really notice it. And it was noticeable to me, my practice of doing Kundalini yoga. So, every time you practice, you get a little bit and a little bit. And then after a while, it really, it's like stacks up, like, wow. And that's not necessarily the point. I come back every night because this does keep me grounded. It does keep me sane in this cuckoo world that we're having right now. So, my invitation for today is just to really notice where you're experiencing things from. So I'm just going to assert, I don't know if this is true or not, but many, may not be you, but could be you. We start off our day right here. We wake up in the morning. I got all this stuff to do. So that gives us a certain experience. That is a mood. We wake up, we have a persistent mood that we wake up into, possibly, and most likely, and I bet you do, and you may not. I sound like a politician. So we're going to work on shifting that mood today. How do we shift our mood? Because we can fall into a mood, and then the real problem is it turns into a lifestyle. We're just that mood all the time. And you can get comfortable standing in sewage, and people do it all the time. You'll run into Bob. God, I haven't seen that guy in 20 years. He's still complaining about his job like it was yesterday. Bob, what the hell is going on? Bob is in a mood. All right, so we all have those. Just because I have this white hat on doesn't mean anything. I have moods, but I use these tools to shift them. And we're going to do that. So I'm not talking, I can talk for another half an hour. I'm not going to. So, all right, we're going to tune in with Guru Singh. All you have to do is close your eyes in a meditative posture or whatever is comfortable and just get in the waves of this meditation. So it's Guru Singh. We're going to go right into the Adi mantra and just get in the flow of Guru Singh. So you ready? Here we go.
So we're going to do what the heart does when you're changing moods, because today's class is all about how to
close your eyes.
change a mood.
Just notice where you're starting off today.
Rather than hold the moment.
Am I in my head?
And then
none of this is wrong, by the way, just where you're at right now.
To hold the moment.
It doesn't mean anything you're in your head. It doesn't mean anything to be in your heart space.
And then at another time, you'll have the need to reverse the moment rather than engage the moment.
And you're going to chant with Guru Singh.
I've had a change of heart. You know, the expression, had a change of heart. And it's a very slight shift in the heart's rhythm. And so we go.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Hear the syncopation.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
If you were just straight ahead,
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. So we're going.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Don't lag.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. 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 Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Variant.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. 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 Drop into that heart space. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Get in the waves.
Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Keep chanting, watch me. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Like you're making bread. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Chapatis. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo, 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 Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Keep chanting. Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo, Namo. Feel the change coming. It's a change you can manage. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo, Namo. 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 Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo 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 Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Three more times. Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Namo. Inhale. Inhale, bring your hands to the prayer. Stretch your arms up. Spread your fingers wide. Stretch every fiber of your upper body. Exhale. Bring your palms together at the center and experience the sensation of manageable change. And inhale deeply. And we'll just exhale. We'll chant into this change. Inhale deeply. Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name.
Just let that go.
Satnam.
Just notice the experience. Where are you located now? And see if you can let go just a little bit more. Where is it still tight, gripping? Could be in the mind. Inhale, deeply hold. And exhale. All right, how was that? Good, all right. So I remembered what else has been happening in the last few days. So I had both of my shoulders injected with more Prolo. They're not as inflamed as they were, but still, when I did this, I was like, oh my God. So I'm supposed to be resting them, which I am. And then I had a whole ton of dental work yesterday, and my mouth feels fantastic. So that's where it comes down to caliber. It could have been real easy to go, I'm not doing this today. I had plenty of reasons not to do it. My mouth hurts. My shoulders hurt. What else did I say for it? Something, whatever I started off with. Oh yeah, I'm going off of drugs. How can I do this? Very simply, because I've developed caliber in the practice. All that stuff, all three things I want, that's a lot of stuff. But that's not how it's going. So that's the goal. A goal could be a goal in Kundalini yoga is we develop that caliber.